All right, yeah, we should be live now. Oh yeah, we live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to.
Yeah. I'm about to tweet link. Here, send this one. You see this?
Huh?
You see this link? I just put in this chat between me and you.
Yeah.
You see that? All right, bet. I don't know why that last one ain't work. It blew me.
Old age, man.
All right.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
we are
shoot
live. Wait, it's counting down. What? Wait,
you.
what?
That's the old one. That's the old one.
Oh, that is the old one. I'm bugging. 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 Oh, say less. Yo, why can't I get to the damn page? All right. No, I couldn't get to the page.
All right, we live. We live. We live. We live. All right, some folks trying to roll in. What's good with y'all? All right, Clifford. Let's get to the shit,
Wow,
man.
my whole name is insane.
Let's get to the shit, man.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Oh, I can lead.
Go ahead, man. I'm
right.
allowing you this privilege once, so don't.
All right,
don't
6 5 6
up.
fam. What up? We back, man. Listen, on the heels of probably the best first half of football we've seen in about what, 3 years, 4 years?
Since probably feels like a long ass time.
At least, bro. I'm not trying to get too high. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because I get hurt every time I get too high. But
I thought you was going to the Super Bowl in the second quarter.
I said this. Are you?
I don't care.
Listen, there were times, man, where I'm like, last night, I was like, yo, you know, like last season when Hurts would drop back, you're like, all right, something dumb's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I had the opposite feeling last night. I'm like, yo, every time he dropped back, I feel like something crazy good's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was in a zone. I have never seen him like that before. Never seen him like that. He looked like a professional NFL quarterback.
Nah, he definitely. I said it last week when he got time in the pocket versus the Lions. I was like, bro, he was dotting him. So last night when he got his time versus the Vikings, and then, you know, they don't blitz as much as the Lions, bro, he was tearing him apart. It was a couple passes he threw. I was like, oh damn, he got picked. I'm like, no, that was just a fucking dot, and it was all like across the middle. Remember the problems with him last season was he wouldn't throw across the middle, but now I guess he figured it out, and he had some zip on the ball that we've never seen from him before. He just looked like he was just confident with everything he did last night, and that was the first time we've seen him like that ever, I feel like.
And that's what we said last week. You know, I was like, I didn't want to like be too knee jerk because he rushed 17. He had 17 tips last week, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody was like, damn, he's still doing the same thing. You know, he's still tucking and running. He's making one read and kind of jetting. But I don't think I think he was just being a mature. And that's.
Oh, this shit froze. Damn, Darien doesn't know how to work his camera. Did I freeze or did you freeze? Couldn't have been me. I have impeccable Wi-Fi. Let me double check. Are we still live? Let me check the live. See who froze. Yeah, Darien froze. Damn, we got 9 people in here.
Did I freeze?
Yeah, you did freeze for a long time. Thanks, Brandon. You know, I have impeccable Wi-Fi. I knew I didn't freeze. I knew it was Darien. Wait, what were you saying? You froze for you froze for a long ass time. It was like you was like as soon as you started talking, you froze.
Oh damn. I'm back though, right?
Yeah, you back.
All right, bet. No, I was just saying, bro, he looked like a legitimate Stop doing parlays. Stop doing parlays. We'll get to that later. Stop doing
Well,
parlays.
because he fucked up my parlay too. But
Why are y'all doing parlays? We've had
I
this
almost
discussion.
won, and that's because he fucked
You know
it
what's
up.
crazy? Everybody says that they almost win. I'm always like 2 yards away. I'm always one leg away. Y'all making donations, guys. Stop that. Let's grow up together. Let's be smart. Let's be financially sound individuals. Come on, we can do this. You can bet with D May, or you can continue to make donations with Cliff. We'll get to that later. But just come on, let's be smart. All right? Let's do that. And we'll get to Jettis later too. Let's get to Jettis now, and we'll get back to Jalen.
Right.
Cliff, that's your favorite player in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't know. Yo, you know what was crazy? Is him and Sertan got hurt. Fucking Sunday.
Yeah, I was at the game. But yeah, I'll talk about that later. But yeah, Jettis, your favorite player in the league.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I was expecting him to go for 100 plus, at least a touchdown, just because I'm like, all right. The defense that I saw from that we played against the Lions, I'm like, all right, Jettis will get his. You know what really fucked me up? Because I was kind of confident. I'm like, maybe he won't get his 100 yards. But then what really fucked me up was Tyreek Hill and Waddle having that that 150 apiece. I was like, all right.
I was sick. So I was this close to handcuffing Tyreek and Waddle in one of my other fantasy leagues. I didn't do it. I was like, man, I just don't believe in Tua. And I was going to draft another. I got Michael Pittman, who was also having a solid year, but he got hurt. And I felt sick. I should have drafted both of them. Sick.
Yeah. I was like, bro, once they got the 150 piece, I'm like, all right, this seems like it was that. And I think like another receiver had like a real good day. I'm like, Jettis is going to get his revenge game. He's been talking about the Eagles, or they've been slopping him all week about
he's been dicky. He's been dicky. It's getting annoying though. Like I'm like, bro, like you broke every single wide receiver record. Why do you still give a fuck about the team that passed on you?
He
like,
wanted to be here.
100%. 100%. It has to be. That's the only thing I can like you because he's obsessed.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Yeah. He wanted to be here. It's obvious as hell he wanted to be here. And that's why when he said the whole I'm way happy to be here and there, even though he didn't say it like maliciously, he just obviously said it for like the Vikings fans, but like it's so obvious he wanted to be here. He could have been hooping with Jalen. I'm saying he I guess he feels away or whatever, but I don't care. He got
let me ask you this. Was he swaggy enough? How was his drip for you last
night? Night's drip was cool. It was regular, had the chains on, had the grill, the arm sleeve.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
God, let's read Jefferson drip. It was a cool 8, 9.
Okay.
Cool 8, 9 drippy. The grills did it. He got put in a fucking car seat though, so that takes him down 2 points.
Car seat.
So
car seat. Real quick, did you have a chance to you listen to the pivot, right? Y'all listen to the pivot?
Yeah, I don't keep up as much as I should. Didn't they just have they had Mikey.
They had Slay. They had Slay on there.
They did?
Yeah, this past week. And he was talking about Justin. I'm gonna play a clip real quick.
All right.
So he's pretty like he respects it. Like I'll let you listen to it.
But they got Justin Jefferson.
Oh yeah, that's his guy too.
You know, like when you like that's what it is. Like I'm all pro, you are all pro. Like everybody want those matchups. When you look at Justin Jefferson and what you got to do Monday night, man, how you see that matchup?
Oh man, that's tough. You know, he a good dude, man. Solid, man. He crazy good. You know, it's gonna be a tough one, man. Like I said, I think he's probably the top 2 receiver in the league behind Tay. You know, it's Tay to him. You know.
So you think it's Tay and Justin Jefferson?
Yeah.
1-2.
1-2 easily. Just what Justin do is crazy, man. I'm talking about route running after the catch, finding that end zone, deep ball. Intermediate routes, he does it all. He the guy you want to have on your team for a #1 receiver for sure. He does it all. And he does at a high level. And he does it with a lot of swag and a lot of confidence. A lot of guys don't have that.
Swagger pretty quick.
I told you it's important.
Out of you by, gritting all through the end zone.
See? Real players know. You can't be good and not swaggy. It's not a thing. It doesn't happen.
Do you think that plays into his talent though?
Yes.
More talented.
If you look good, you play good. You heard that. I ain't trying to hear that. If you look good, you play good. All right. And that's what I'm saying.
I like the background. Change. That's solid. Now, do you think, bruh, based off what Slay just said, do you think Slay was he being fake humble in that conversation, or you think he really thinks that Justin's top 2?
No, I really think Slay thinks just. I think I'm pretty sure he said that about a couple other receivers in the league, but I just think Slay's a real humble dude, and like he gives everybody the credit that they deserve. And you can't really say like because Justin Jefferson is fucking good, so
Yeah.
he can't really be like now if he said it about like DJ Chark or somebody, then you're like all right, he just talking. But no, I think Slay's like really humble. He really believes that, and I think that's why he was so locked in last night because I've never seen Slay strap like that.
Yeah, and he had a 2 interception game last season. I forget against who. But bro, I think he had his hand on five.
He was supposed to have 6.
Yeah, right. He's supposed to have 6. He had 5 breakups. I forget he leads the league since 2013 and pass deflections, bro. Like he's legit elite.
Oh shit.
I don't know what the criteria might be for whatever your top 5, top 3, top 10 at a position is for, especially for DB, when it's hard because you can be locking you can be locking up all game. Then somebody go over top on you, and then you a meme, just like Jair, Jalen Ramsey. Like he played well against Justin last game. They had him all over the place, but the one time that he was lined up, he got turned around and like turned into a meme. So it's really tough, right? But Slay has the resume, bro. Like had that in a car seat.
I haven't seen Slay that locked in since we got him. Now he's always been good. Not gonna give him that. Yeah, Pierre, we pushing Hurts. We was talking about that earlier, but
we're gonna swing back.
Yeah, but he was locked in. He was on every route. He was jumping everything. He was following him, and everything was 1-on-1, which was the most impressive part. And that's why I tweeted last night, like Slay has to be like top 3 corners.
Has to be,
because I haven't seen a corner do that. Just a corner in the league do that for a while. I think the last corner was probably Jalen Ramsey, where you just you follow the best receiver, you stay on him, and you're 1-on-1. You're not in zone, you're manned up, and you just.
And I think Jalen played. And correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I believe that Jalen. Did the Rams play the Vikings like week 16 last year or some shit like that? Am I making that up? And Justin had a good game. So I was just looking at the highlights. I forget what week it was. But Justin gets his on everyone. Yeah. I don't remember a time when he's just not, getting a separation. That literal highlight that he had against, I forget who was D'ing him up in Green Bay, but when Jalen Rager was doing a dickie and he was talking about, I told you to do the rocker step. He tried that rocker step on the first interception on Slay. Slay read that shit like a book, bro. He is a student of the game, son. Like I'm very high on him. Even when we got him, we had CP on here earlier, and CP, DB coach for the Broncos, is always he stands by. He's like, Slay is top 5. He might not get the national recognition, but like when you put the tape on, he's top 5.
I don't even know who you would put in the top 5. Like I guess Jair, Jalen.
It's tough.
Surtain will be. Surtain's his second year. I don't even know who you could. Cornerback is so hard, bro. It's like the shit could switch at the drop of a dime. Like people probably took Jalen Ramsey out of their top 5 after week 1. So like it's such a hard position, but like Slay has been consistent since he's been here. With his entire career, really, he's been consistent since he's got here, since he was with Detroit, and he's always been like that top 5, top 10.
Diggs top 5.
Fuck no.
So
Diggs get to no.
Listen, Diggs did play well against the Bengals. I'm not gonna cap.
He gives up 1,000 yards. He's ass.
I saw the highlights and he was actually locking up.
Oh my god! Every dog has their day.
Yeah, I mean he played well. I don't fuck with Cowboy propaganda, but he played well. He played well. But also, I think they said Joe Burrow lost his magic.
They keep saying that he has an Linsanity run, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what they said. His Linsanity run's over. It might be, bro. It might be. Hate to see it. They were supposed to be the next team for the culture, but damn.
You see the meme where they be like, "Is Joe Burrow next to Cam Newton?" And they be like, it's like those 5 picks, Joe Burr, and like black QB or some shit like that.
It's over, bro. All summer too. It's like the Bengals were just chirping. Now they look like some shit.
Justin Jefferson, you wanted to trade when Jamar Chase started when he was talking shit about Trayvon Diggs in that little clip where he was saying he's not really like sound. He's not technically sound or some shit like that. I was like, he's gonna get fucking strapped. I just know it. And then it happened.
Man, let's watch these highlights real quick, bro.
All right.
I hate YouTube highlights when they got the goofy ass music in the background. You hear the music?
Yeah.
That shit ass.
He was getting fucking strapped, bro.
And they tried to say too, it was bad balls. Like, no, Kirk was delivering some dimes last night.
Bro, he was delivering some dot. Me and Dave, when we was watching the game last night, he was like, "That's a fucking dot, bro."
Some dots. The dot that somebody dropped on a left hash, I think, where he got hit and released it was perfect.
The one that Irv Smith dropped.
Yeah. Vontae played well last night.
I can't believe he did the fucking first down joint after that. I think he was up 14.
They're down 14.
Yeah. Hassan in coverage. Slay might be top 3 though, just because.
Son, why is Hassan dropping back so often?
Because Gannon be fucking doing dumb stuff.
Look at Vontae got beat right there.
Yeah, me and Dave called that.
yeah. That was good.
Look,
rocker step. Nope.
That's the rocker step he tried?
Yeah.
But a lot of this is like Gannon will blitz and we'll put Kirk under pressure. Every time we put Kirk under pressure, he did something went wrong. Why we don't blitz?
We were acting like the fans, at least on the timeline, were acting like Kirk is top 5 or some shit. I'm like, bro, we know him.
The problem with that is when we play Kirk, he's prime Tom Brady.
For sure. But
so I could see where the fear was coming. I was even thinking that something like Kirk always light us up, bro.
When the lights are on, bro, Kirk is not him.
You see
he's not him.
The joint Donald Trump?
Nah. Oh yeah. Lights too bright.
I turn them off.
Lights too bright. So last night, that's a good call out, John. Gannon actually, I think he picked his spots relatively well with the blitz.
Mm-hmm.
We might want him to. I think he's in the bottom 3 in terms of blitz percentage. But that's like through 2 weeks. But I think he timed his blitzes relatively well last night.
Yeah, it was like they were going their drives, and I would get mad. But I'm like, yeah, we can't fucking blitz every down. So I understood it, but where he picked his blitzes was perfect. Like exactly when we needed them, we applied pressure to Kirk. Something wrong happened every single time we blitz, and there's always it seemed like a man got free on the blitz. Like they couldn't pick it up, and that's probably because we would drop back in coverage and they didn't know when the blitz was coming.
So it felt like what we experienced last week with the Lions, right? How we felt like we were playing 10 yards off, 8 yards off.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like the Vikings were doing that to us. Like I was scrolling through the timeline, and Vikings fans were like, "Yo, why are they just sitting so far off from our guys?" I think they was really trying to make Hurts dot him up over the middle. And again, this version of Hurts we haven't seen in previous years. Like he didn't take those shots over the middle. A couple balls he fit into really tight spaces, pause, and he made it look very, very well. Like he looked like a professional quarterback last night, bro. Like best football I've ever seen him play.
Bro, and I've always said it, bro. You give him time. Like if he actually sits back and sits in the pocket and reads the field, he's good.
Yeah.
But like I said last week, he was just relies on. He's so good at running. He's gonna fall back on his legs. But if he understands, like he's as good of a passer as he is as a rusher, then the sky's the limit. What's up, Salvatore? What did they say? Vikings couldn't adjust because they didn't know when. That's exactly what we were saying. Like Gannon was disguising the blitz. He was dropping people back in coverage. And at really good times in the game, and then he would send the blitz randomly, and then the Vikings had no idea what to do. And Kirk didn't have it because like I said, a lot of the blitzes, a free man just came off because the Vikings never knew what was coming. That's why Kirk had how many picks did he have last night? He had 2 or 3.
2.
He had 2 to Slay.
He probably threw 3. He had 1 to Tay and 2 to Slay.
He did have Monty got up on that.
Yeah, he did. He did. And even the ones that Slay dropped, like he was just literally in that man back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. He played well, man. Hopefully they keep it up. He was little dinged up on that last interception. They haven't said anything about that though. I think the biggest piece for us, I'm not sold on our depth just yet.
Where
across the entire roster, and I feel like if we lose just like 2 or 3 different guys, it could really just change the direction of our season. So I'm really praying that these dudes stay healthy because they yelling from mountaintops. You know, so a lot of pundits were saying like they loved what they saw from the Eagles over summer, like offensive moves or offseason moves. They're picking us to win the East, but now some of these same guys are now saying that they're picking them to win the NFC. Would you agree?
Yeah, but I think that they have the talent to win the NFC. We haven't seen a team dominate like last night except for the Bills. So who like has a team chat? I don't know. Has a team dominated like they dominated, like, even though it was only 24-7, has a team looked that good except for the Bills this season? I don't know, but I feel like
that Cardinals and Chiefs game. Chiefs look
the Chiefs. Yeah, but then when they played the Chargers, they didn't look that. But then and the Eagles have looked dominant the first half of the Lions, first half of the third quarter of the Lions game, and now this, and the Bills have looked kind of the same way from the Rams to the Titans. So a lot of people are picking that to be a Super Bowl matchup. But I would agree that when you look at the roster, there's not really any holes on our roster. You could really look at each level of defense or offense, each side of the ball, and say every position has a Pro Bowler on our.
You know who be fucking around and hitting for real?
Epps.
Marcus Epps, bro. What the fuck?
Who did he light up, yo?
A fullback or a tight end Irv Smith. Lit his ass up. But even before that, I seen him. He's in the trenches throwing his body around.
Mm-hmm.
He really proved me wrong. I thought he would have been the weakest link in the secondary this season, but he's throwing his weight around. Very, very impressed.
Right,
very impressed.
Yeah, I'm impressed with him too. But Pierre would talk about Epps all the time. Like I would DM Pierre and ask him like who's the safety moves, and I would ask him about Tyrann Mathieu a lot. And then he would bring up he was like, nah, they're rocking with Epps. They really like Epps. And Pierre was right. He's been hooping. He throws his body around. He gets a lot of hits. And he's not ass. So that's what you can hope for.
And the craziest part is too, Cliff, I still feel like on both sides of the ball, we still haven't played a perfect game. No. And we're still handling these teams pretty effortlessly. Mind you, we still, it's not just the Vikings or the Lions, but like we know who we need to beat to to really get that in. But I mean, the prime time Vikings played extremely well last night or the week before last, and they did what the fuck they needed to do. That being said, they look great. The Eagles look amazing. I think they have the most per PFF, I think they said they had the most efficient offense in the league, and they leave a lot to still be more desired, because last night there was like the Jordan, I fuck his last name up all the time.
Jordan Mailata
had two holding. He hasn't looked great the first two games either. But he had that Quez for like 35 called back. That was probably the best pass of the game, low key. From
you talking about when Hurts rolled out to the left?
Yeah, and Quez dragged his feet on the sideline. That was a great ball. Yeah, and then there's another great ball that Jalen threw to Goddard that got ripped away when he was coming down. He floated it right between like two or three defenders. Dallas rose, like he got the fuck up, and then he came down and got it ripped. Another great ball. He could have went for 400 plus yards last night. That's why I'm like so impressed, and like I think the sky's truly the limit for kid, because he's confident. He was making his reads. He's only running when he has to, and when he run, like, bro, he cut back into traffic last night and ran them the fuck over.
Yeah, that showed did twice, because he did on the second touchdown. Like, he dragged somebody for 5 yards on the second touchdown run.
Twice, Cliff. Grown
like,
fucking man.
But we haven't seen
that wasn't a design run. That wasn't a design run.
No,
he was like, he didn't have anything. Because I think Dallas got held and then turned into a blocker. And then he was about to step out of bounds, and he said, no, fuck it, and put his head down, bro. He dragged like three guys.
Bro, I feel like that's all confidence, bro. We just haven't seen the side of Hurts since we drafted him. And I guess the second year of him under Nick Sirianni's offense just has him snapping, especially with A.J. Brown and all the weapons that he has. You never know who could kill you. And that was my issue with the first game. I'm like, well, it wasn't an issue. That was my concern. I'm like, oh, shit, I hope he doesn't just zone in on A.J. Brown. And then he came out this week like, all right, I want to say I just
first pass. First pass, Devontae.
All right, Devontae, you get 15. Dallas, you go ahead and get 10. Oh, AJ, I still remember you. Oh, Miles out the backfield, and we still gonna run, and I'm still rush. So, like, bro, the weapons that he has, he probably feels like he's back in college, honestly. And The only issue or concern I would ever have, like I have right now, is the penalties with the offensive line.
Yep.
Which is kind of nuts because the RPO is so dumb. Like the illegal man downfield call is so dumb, bro.
So
The lineman is going up 2 steps.
They got Vontae for a stupid one, a pick play.
That was the problem last year. Why don't y'all practice this?
But he didn't touch him. He did it the right way that time. He literally got out the way of the defender. You can get in somebody's way and not touch them. That's not a call. That was a horrible call. But yeah, I agree. They had those things to clean up. Execution down the stretch, just keeping that foot on the gas. I think that's they start off so hot and just keeping your foot on the gas in the second half. And the sky's the limit, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get too high. I'm gonna get hurt, but fuck it. I do think we had, like, even Miles he's running different. Like, he's running angry. He's running more north-south. He's not dancing. He's sticking his foot in the ground. He's kind of running a little bit more like Boston Scott runs. Like, really between the tackles, he doesn't have anything. Then he'll bounce. He looked good. Well, he had 17 carries last night, which is also very, very good to see that he's getting more and more carries. He could have had 20 plus, but they gave a few to Kenny in the second half because I think
Boston broke one for 15.
Yeah, I think they wanted to just eat the clock, which is weird too. Jalen orchestrated a great 2-minute drill to end the first half too.
Yeah,
that was very mature. Like, we didn't. It was very topsy turvy. We would call a timeout. Vikings would call a timeout. We didn't know if we wanted to go into the locker room 21-7. He orchestrated a great drive then, bro. Like, I'm just really impressed. Like, I have even the interception to Gainwell, that wasn't his fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He maybe could have held the ball maybe a second longer, but he put the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The only concern, like I said, I have is the penalties, and I feel like you said, keeping the foot on the gas. It was a couple times we got the ball back and we didn't get points out of it. It was the same thing that happened with the Lions, but other than that, you would love to see like the Bills had the 40-7 win.
They're a mature team. They're a mature team.
You would love to see that, but we're still figuring stuff out. It's only week 2, and we look great.
Josh Allen didn't even play the fourth quarter, bro. The Bills are scary.
They are tough, bro. And Dave, because when I was watching the game with Dave last night, you had to remember the Bills have been together for a long time. Like, that's the same team. I don't even think they added Von Miller. That's been the same team. They just grown and gotten better. Everybody knows what they're going to do. They probably don't even talk a lot. They're
beating some dudes. They're not beating just no scrubs. Like, they're beating some dudes. The Titans, they dropped that game to the Giants, but they're beating some dudes. Like, they look good, bro. I'd be interested to see how that shakes out. Especially with them just staying healthy, with Josh Allen running as much. Speaking of Hurts, he did a better job this game of sliding, and they also didn't fuck with him when he initiated a slide too, which was nice. Because last game, even when he slid, he was getting tagged.
We getting some people have been talking in the chat. It's just not popping up. I don't know why. My fault, y'all.
You see it right here?
The last one I see is Salvatore.
Oh shit, it didn't pop up. You're right.
We are getting.
Go to the YouTube page.
Yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
Yeah. My bad, y'all.
I don't know why that popped up.
Cliff, my guy, should have had 6. Which play was that?
I don't know. You talking about when Slay should have had 6?
Vikings DC come from the same philosophy as Gannon in the second quarters. Yeah, it's really the bend don't break philosophy. But also I felt like the DB was a little bit more aggressive last night. They played a little bit tighter. I feel like
Sirianni said something to Gannon, and then he made him change his I feel like Sirianni is very hands on. He's involved, and he listens to first of all, he's a good coach, and he listens to the fans a lot. So he's probably all right, we can't just sit back. We have the dogs to go. We can man up and we can send people on blitzes. We can change our defense. You don't have to sit. What else is said?
Which article are you talking about, Pierre? Which coach? Which high school coach?
I'm gonna link y'all the article I did on spoke with his high school. What he's talking about again? Well, I was arguing with some Vikings fans last night that I'd rather have Smith and AJ than Jettas because both are better than just having. Yeah, what? Who the fuck?
100%. 100%. 100%. Oh, apps. Yeah. Link that so we can boost that for you too, bro.
Yeah, I would 100% want AJ and Devontae over because Devontae even had some. He has the catches and the yak that he had last night. I'm like,
Devontae looked great.
He had a good duo.
Devontae looked great. Quez Watkins, great. I gotta go back and look at the bomb that he threw. I'm sure it was like a breakdown of defense, but even then, if they would have trailed, I feel like that ball still would have got to Quez if he had somebody around him or not. It was a great pass.
All I'm saying is Tua would have underthrown him. So
I need to go back and watch the Dolphins game. But how did he look?
I watched the whole thing. I don't know how they came back. I watched the entire game, bro. I don't know how they came back.
I turned it off. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I went to the game. I went to the Broncos game. But I was watching. I stopped watching when Waddle scored his first touchdown. That stupid ass celebration. He needs a new celly ASAP. No, it's not, bro. That shit ass. That shit ass. Do it right now. Stand up. Do it. Do it.
No, that shit going his name.
That shit ass.
If his name wasn't Waddle, I'd be like, all right.
For sure. I get the play on words, but like he's just like. You saying you snag a ball over somebody 40-inch vertical, and then you get down and do that dumbass shit. I
fuck with it. I fuck with it.
I don't like it, bro. But yeah, Tua probably does underthrow that. I mean, do you, based on the past, not the season in general, but based on these past two games, would you say that Jalen Hurts is performing as a top 5 at his position?
Yes.
And if he continues to do that
at his position. Yeah, I think he'll be probably 3 or 4 right now. I think it'll be Josh Allen. No, actually, I don't know. I got him behind Josh Allen for MVP right now. But even though it's only week 2, I do got him behind Josh Allen as MVP because Pat Mahomes versus the Chargers didn't look good. I don't know how. I forget how they.
He didn't.
But I would probably have Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. Then I would have Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
But top 5 at his position, yeah, I would give him top 5 right now, just because I can't have him not top 5, and he's number 2 in MVP.
Your boy's second in passing yards in the league.
Who?
Carson.
Because they don't run the ball
at all.
He don't throw, bro. I don't know how he don't throw to Terry McLaurin. You want to know how I know that? Because I know
because I have his ass too.
So he doesn't throw him.
My fault. I'm a dickhead. I shouldn't have done that. I know better. I shouldn't have done that. But I got Terry in like the 5th, 6th round or some shit like a dummy.
Bro, he don't throw it to him. He throw to Jahan Dotson all the time. I don't understand what they got going on over there. But they're going to get smoked next week. We played them at
we played them in DC or Maryland, right? Whatever.
We played them in DC. I thought it was here. I thought that was Carson's first game here.
Is it home?
If it's home, yeah, I think that's Carson's first game back.
Wait, how does Joe Flacco have 100 passing attempts? Who the
people have just been passing the ball, bro? Dotson and Samuel, bro. He don't throw to McLaurin though. That's what I'm saying. And I need him to throw to McLaurin on my ticket.
Johnson and Samuel got some shit to them. They've looked well. They look good.
Whatever, man. They fucking suck.
Wait, so is it at home next week?
I think so. I think I was trying to go pay for my ticket.
Pierre
said it's way.
Yeah. We're in.
Second one is Monday Night Football. Oh my god, yo. Wait, when is the second? What week is the second one? That's what we're gonna be. We should be clicking on all cylinders by then. We should really know who the Eagles team is by then.
I'm excited.
Commanders suck, bro. They don't know how to. I don't know. Their offense been clicking, kinda, but then it's Carson, so he fucks up.
Yeah. I mean, because he clicked for us and he clicked for Indianapolis last season too. Until he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He's going to Carson it.
Their offense been really weird. Like they'll be balling at one point, but then you look at it and you're like, all right, Carson has a pick, then they're down 14, and it's like, what's weird.
So peep this in terms of top 10 passing yards. Hurts has the least amount of attempts, but he ranks 7th in the league in terms of yardage. So he only has 63 passing attempts. The next lowest is in the top 5 is Josh Allen with 69. And Hurts could have more passing yards than that because we left a lot of meat on the bone last game. But I'm saying that because I feel like the attempts, the completion percentage, the yards, there's very efficient throws.
That's what I'm about to say. What is he in passing yards?
He's 7th in the league, and he has the highest average at 9.1 in top 10. Wait, who's leading the league in average? Oh, it's Hurts. Hurts leads the league in completion average, 9.1 yards per pass.
Bro, man, he's here, man. That's just what it is. He might be taking the maxi leap this year.
He might. I saw. What's the white dude name that report for the Eagles?
Elliot Shore Parks. I got him.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got him
yeah.
blocked.
Same. I have him muted, but somebody said Maxi in the quotes, and I said I clicked that. But yeah, I mean, he's just if you make that. So somebody said also too about Hurts. Hurts just makes an incremental leap every season, right? He doesn't get worse, and he's been getting better since he was a freshman in college. Now he had that weird little time period where Tua was just godly, right? And he was just better than him. But that didn't mean that Hurts wasn't better than he was last season. Hurts just gets better every single year. And you can liken it same thing as Maxi. Like Maxi just looks like his next natural step might be an all-star, like a fringe all-star, you know. I don't know, man. Like I don't have anything negative. We dragged Hurts last season, dragged him.
I have hella tweets. I have hella tweets. And I was tweeting last night like I never said anything bad about Hurts. And people was in my mentions saying, "You're a fraud." I was like, bro, you can pull the tweets. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Bro, some of my closest friends, who are also Eagles friends, they would go back and forth. They were in on Hurts through ups and downs. I'm just like, oh, he's a running back, blah blah blah. I'm cool. I'm good. Bryce Young, here I come. Any other. So with that, that's what I didn't finish my question previously. Do you want to now, if Hurts plays the same way through, right? He's not a running back no more. I've
he was
never
a running back last week. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You tweeted like you said, that's my running back. I think I tweeted the same thing. I said, that's my running back.
Yeah, and my quarterback. Fuck you talking about? But yeah,
we got
man.
a dual threat, man. We back at high school with it.
True dual threat. And he's breaking Vic records.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
No, that was Lamar that broke the Vic record.
Not the Vic record, but a Vic record. Jalen broke something last night. But if Jalen continues to play this way through, let's say, week 10, 11, whatever, and we plays decent in the playoffs, do you now use those 2 draft picks in the first round on bolstering the roster, or do you package them up and still try to grab a guy? When I say guy, a quarterback.
You don't grab a quarterback. No.
Have you seen enough?
If he's playing
do you still see more, or have you seen enough?
No, if he's playing like this, you do not go get a quarterback. You use those picks to probably go get a corner because Bradbury's on a 1-year deal. So you might reach up to go get a corner. You might use it on a lineman, but you don't go, or a linebacker. I don't know, but you don't go get a cornerback. No, I mean a quarterback. No, not if he's playing like that. That means he's an MVP caliber player. And the only thing I would hate is the decline. Even though Kyler Murray snapped this week, is the decline from Kyler Murray's MVP season that Hurts might take. But you don't go get a quarterback.
So the difference between Kyler and Jalen, like we were talking about it last week, right? With Kyler needing that Call of Duty clause in his contract, whatever. Like Jalen just is one of those guys where, like, as cliche as it fucking sounds, like hard work and activity is king. Like he just is a motherfucking truck. He's gonna be the first one in, the last one out. Like he's just works really fucking hard. And he wants to be great. I think Kyler's just one of those guys, like naturally talented. Game comes to him very easily. There's no chance that he outworks Jalen. No chance. Like probably a lot of guys in the league. A lot of guys in the league probably don't.
Absolutely not. Because remember, Kyler could have went to the MLB too. So
AJ said if he played like this through week 11, he won the MVP.
Absolutely.
Over Allen.
And if Josh Allen is still snapping like this, that's my only, bro. If Josh Allen just continues to play, which he probably, because I think Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the league. So
that's the thing too. I can say definitively, I think there's only been one quarterback I think that's played 2 full games better than Jalen Hurts, and it's Josh Allen. And Patrick Mahomes, for all the glory that he is, I think he looked shitty against the Chargers.
He did. Chargers should have had like 3 picks against the Chargers.
Yeah. Chargers have a great defense. Derwin James is that guy. It was so funny because I tweeted it. The Kelsey brothers have that podcast, and they were just singing Derwin James' praises. Yeah, they have a podcast. I think it's called New Heights or something like that. I'll plug it. But they're hilarious. And him and Travis and Jason were on there. They were like, singing Derwin James' praises. And he was like, he's like one of the guys that actually like hits. And then 4 days later you get fucking suplex. That shit crazy.
That shit was wild, yo.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Bijan Robinson and Kelly Ringo. I'm not even gonna lie. I have no idea who
Who are those guys? Who are those guys?
Bijan Robinson plays.
I know Bijan. I know Bijan.
Wait. I'm going to say
Commanders, right?
No, wait, no. Bijan Robinson plays for don't say it. I know the school. He's still in college. He plays for
oh shit.
Yeah,
right state. I know where he plays.
He's for fucking
he's from Tucson.
He played all right. So who was I watching? He plays for
It's in the chat already.
Texas.
Yeah.
Texas.
You looked. He cheated.
No. I swear to God, I didn't look. I was watching Texas versus who were they playing? Oklahoma. No.
Oh, Pierre, you saying these are two guys that you would like for us to grab?
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Like if with those picks instead of a quarterback.
How you pronounce the second dude's name? Keely?
Keely Ringo. He sounds like somebody that would strap up.
But he's one of those guys where like your parents were like, you have to you're league bound because that's a dumbass name.
You can't. Yeah. Ringo, Georgia. Oh, he's from Georgia. All right, he's lit.
Oh yeah. I'm in.
I don't need any.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in.
From Georgia.
Just keep drafting guys from Georgia and Alabama, and I feel like, why do they make it so hard? Kaylee or
Keely. Some names usually you know, like you said, going to the league.
Yeah. Keely. What's the boy name for Alabama? Kool-Aid. He got to make it.
Somebody named Kool-Aid from Alabama.
McKinstry. Yeah. He played DB. He has to make it. He has to. There's no another choice. Putting on our resumes is death sentence.
Oh my God, what was I about to say? Oh, off topic. You see Ben Simmons is about to be on the old man.
I think it's gonna be weak as shit. I think they already got a list of questions. JJ's a company man.
You think JJ's a company man?
With in certain circles. I think he's a company man for clutch. I think he'll throw some softball questions. I don't think it's going to get too nasty. But who knows? I don't know.
Did when he did the one with
because Embiid's on his podcast all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Did the trade already happen?
Yes,
it did because he asked Embiid about the tweet and Embiid like skated around. So he's gonna ask Ben about the Philly. Like you have to. He's going to ask Ben about.
I mean, what else would he talk about?
Ben just he streamed yesterday.
Wait, where does Dakotas play? I know where Dakotas play. I remember him playing in high school. Dakotas. That's crazy. These parents, bro. Crawford.
Is he tough?
Otis. He plays in Nebraska. He looks like his name would be Dakotas. Yeah, for sure. Was that racist? Probably.
What? No. Is he? Wait, he's black. Right?
Oh, he's black. Black as hell.
Yeah.
Is
Dakotas. He tough though?
Yeah, I don't know. He better be. Shit, that name. Ben Simmons about to be. I don't know. Wait, who did the commercial?
He did a commercial. He streamed. He streamed yesterday.
Oh, Ben did.
He streamed. Yes, he streamed on Twitch. Immediately as soon as I got there, the first comment said Embiid. then I think Dave said he saw it. He said somebody else said
Dakotas is a
somebody else said something, but his mods was like deleting hella.
Well, I was gonna say Ben probably has the best mods in the world.
Yeah, he was like they're deleting hella shit.
CIA, MIB, KGB, like they probably read the chat with fine tooth comb.
He did an air conditioning commercial.
Oh, that's smart.
Wait, we talking about Dakotas or we talking about Ben?
Dakotas Crawford.
Elite marketing, elite.
Yeah, fact.
This
is post in our Neil deals.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, this
can we pull it up? Can you pull it up?
Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully, y'all let me know if it lags. I'm gonna share my screen. Oh nah, this is about to be funny.
Pull up for the three. I will miss. I am not Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he has to be tired of his bars. Do you think Ben's gonna come back with a ratchet or not a ratchet? So that's
Darien, please.
Do you think he's gonna come back shooting?
I'll be surprised he comes back playing basketball. So
it's lagging. Damn.
It is. Did N'Kobe
Yeah.
Dean and Jordan Davis? I barely saw Jordan Davis or N'Kobe Dean last night.
I asked somebody last night, or I asked the timeline to tell me if Jordan got any significant snaps. Every time I seen him, he was on a pine. I didn't see him.
I mean, as long as we play good, then. But other than that,
yeah. The coldest. Hold on. Yeah, it's not working. Damn. I'm gonna go look at it.
Davis got 20 snaps. Oh shit. Well,
fuck, I'd be at.
I didn't know. And then again, I don't be looking at the defensive line at all.
I do. I tweeted about it specifically because I saw there was like a moment in the game like Fletcher was like always on the ground, like just getting rolled around, like just. I was like, Fletcher, what are you doing? And then he got sacked and probably like.
That's how he does. He like immediately when you're like, bro, Fletcher doesn't do nothing.
Yeah,
he
I was
immediately
like,
makes a play.
Maybe he was playing. Maybe he was playing possum. Like maybe he was trying to act gassed or whatever. I don't know. But there was a time where I was in the game where he was like bear crawling and it just didn't look good. I was like, all right, this is bad. And I tweeted, "Is Davis playing?" And then he gets a strip sack.
Yeah, Fletcher
shut my ass up.
Yeah,
shut my ass up. Did N'Kobe Dean get in?
I really don't know. Then it's hard. Football is hard because like I'm not. It's different personnel all the time. I'm not really like if I'm looking at the D line. I'm trying to looking at Dave. Why did you just say Josh? We just said Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the league. I don't understand.
Say again.
Mm-hmm. No, I said Dave said Josh Allen, and I was like, we just said he was a
best quarterback.
He said AJ said you don't think Dean got any defensive snaps.
I'm not tripping. TJ Edwards looked like the best player behind Slay last night.
He did.
Yeah,
I like.
sure.
There's a couple people that Hassan played really well. Bradbury played good. Did you see the stat that Bradbury and Slayer like combined
top 5?
Yeah,
they're top 5 according to PFF.
Yep.
They look good, bro. Well. They look great. Miles looks great. Boston Scott has that same pep. Kenny outside of that drop looks great in terms of usage. Dallas looked amazing. Last night they just played good football, bro. Outside of the penalties, there's not many things I can say. I just want them to stay healthy. I want them to keep it up and tackle. Because there are a couple of 3rd and 10s where they just didn't wrap up. Tackling, penalties, and that does illegal man downfield bullshit. I think that block field goal, that shit blew me.
Oh yeah. I was like, for Dave, I think you behind in the stream. You might want to. I don't know why you brought up Texas.
Right.
Dave, scroll. hit the scroll. Like,
yo, hit refresh, Dave. You don't stream on.
By the time he see this, he gonna be like, "What the
fuck?" Nah, that block field goal blew the shit out of me. But the punter hawked that man. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, bro. I was like, hold on. Let me tell Dave to.
All right, hold on. So who would you say is your MVP of week 2? So we'll do this. Your MVP of the Eagles and your MVP in the league thus far.
The league or just the?
It can't be the same player, obviously, because we've said Jalen Hurts.
The league or just week 2?
Week 2.
All right. So Eagles obviously Jalen Hurts. Week 2 probably be Tua. He had 400 yards,
6 touchdowns.
It's 6 like.
Yeah. He looked good. And it also too it's always funny like how knee-jerk people are. I was like, yo, why y'all mad? Buddy said I'm 5'9". Like I can't see. Like that's not he's not telling a secret. They're like, oh, why would you admit that? Bitch, the league knows he's little.
Look at him. What the
word? Fuck? I don't get it. Like why are y'all
do you think defenses don't know that or something?
Son, they're like, don't even bother pass rushers. Put your hands up. They did to any quarterback under 6 feet. They had the same type of approach. So yeah, I mean, coming off the heels of that, it's always hilarious because people couch coach so much. We can say all the things that we want to say about Tua, but 6 touchdowns in the National Football League, tippy cap.
You really can't say, yeah. You gotta say fuck it. That's a good ball, and you got the dub. So
best wide receiver through 2 weeks is I gotta go Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs. Absolutely. What he had 3 or 4 last night.
3, could have had 4.
He's so tough. He's beating good. He wasn't getting his targets last year.
No. Well, they're moving him around a little bit more.
Yeah.
They got new OC or some shit like that. Maybe I'm making that up. Y'all keep me honest. I sure enough be making shit up. I think I did hear that. Yeah, and Diggs, he had a good celly last night. That's what I'm saying. We can't crown Diggs for having great celebrations and also crown Waddle for that bullshit that he does. Diggs did a genuine last night.
The Waddle celebration is tough. And Diggs always does everything that's like he did to Omarion last year.
Yeah, he's top tier. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I expect greatness from Sellies. Like last night, the Jalen Hurts, I don't give a fuck gritty, top tier.
Jalen always gritty after he scored, though.
But the little, I don't, you know what I'm saying, the little disrespect at the end to just.
How you gonna get? But then Waddle is using his name to. All right, just ask. All right. So y'all don't. What? Not a Waddle seller. Yeah, that's what AJ. Look, the Waddle seller is.
It's not. All right, y'all. That gritty was very personal. That's why I'd have to go with that Selly. Yeah. Very personal.
Jalen standing there with his arms folded. It felt like that was like all right.
That was tough too.
I'm here.
That was tough. Yeah, that was a very I'm here moment. The gritty is getting old. What would you propose, Dave, that they do?
The gritty's getting old because of Ja Morant, but
you know what's crazy? I think Ja has a very ugly ass gritty too. I think Justin Jefferson has a very ugly gritty. Jamar Chase's shit tough. Jalen Hurts shit is tough. I think Justin's shit is stiff as hell. Pause.
I feel like that was crazy. I feel like
I caught myself.
Nigga Dave, he got zesty. Ja got a zesty gritty.
Very zesty. Very zesty.
I feel like the gritty is a good football celebration.
Yeah, you look dumb doing that in an NBA outfit.
In the NBA, yeah, because like after you do something tough in football, you know what I'm saying, you can gritty. You could do something tough in basketball and then the very next play get cooked. So it's like,
yeah,
it's weird. But I feel like it's a football celebration. I feel like basketball just stick to the mean mugging the crowds and screaming and shit like that.
What else, Cliff? What haven't we covered, man? Jalen for MVP if he plays like this through 10 weeks. Miles Sanders might get 1K. Then that's gonna put us in a weird spot because we might have to fuck around and
pay him,
pay his ass.
We was talking about that's what we could talk about. Me and Dave was talking about that last night. Wait. What was it like in the house for Russ's home debut?
Make your point real quick, Cliff, and then I'll.
I was gonna say, like we don't really have to pay anybody. Like this is going to be the core team for like at least 2 to 3 more years. We don't really have to pay anybody. 1 year, CJG is on a 1-year deal, and so is Bradbury. But like I said, you can go draft. You can either draft a corner. You might just go sign CJG. You probably sign him back. Hurts is still under contract. You won't have to give Hurts an extension, which won't kick in for another 2-3 years. Miles, they probably won't pay Miles, or he'll probably have to take a pay cut because of his injury history. But other than that, you don't really have to pay anybody.
Do you think if Miles gets 1K this season, do you think he will garner a decent sized payday outside of us? You think somebody will roll the dice? I think he's solid, bro.
He's a running back though, so you got to you always have to. He's a running back. He has.
We say that every season, but somebody's gonna get desperate. I feel.
And then Miles he's not a running back. He's not a running back where you're gonna be like, you have to keep. Like, bro, you can go.
Yeah.
But you're a running back, and he can't garner a lot of money because he has a huge injury history. Plus, we have Howie.
Yeah,
who's a cap god. So.
Well, we can. I think I'll miss especially if he goes for 1K this season, he's actually healthy. But
that'll be his first year.
That production, again, you haven't earned that that payday, and then also too that production is very easily in our organization very easily replicated, especially when you have a QB1 and running back 1 in the same body. Yeah. So it's like we just need supplemental guys like Boston Scott, Kenny. You go draft another stud from college and you replace Miles with Bijan Robinson and you replace Bradbury with, I guess, who Pierre said Ringo. Yeah, Keely. So, freaky names, very freaky names. What was it like in the house for Russ's home debut? That shit, I thought I was in Philly. It was the Boo Birds were crazy. He looked like shit.
I forgot they was
I was in Denver. For those who don't know, I was in Denver. He said, "Oh, my man Reek said Bradbury and Slay number at 1 and 2 is basically cheating." Reek specifically told me that Bradbury was washed. He's a Giants fan, so it's funny
but
hearing that.
everybody knew that
Yeah.
Bradbury coming over and having a cover twos, he was gonna be solid.
He
doesn't
took
have to
Adam
go
away
against
for
Wilson.
3.5 quarters. Adam got some
I
garbage.
forgot
time shit.
Adam was playing, bro. He caught that pass in the third. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
Again,
you
too,
listen
speaking to the dots that so again, Kirk was throwing some dots that when Adam caught a handful of balls on the sidelines when I swear both those balls were picked. Like he had no room for error. So you know what I'm saying? Bradbury's like that. But back to Russ, the home crowd, bro, they're not a fan of Russ. They were not impressed. There are a couple of times where you think, I remember you've been in person last season, right? Where Hurts would like be just keyed in on a guy. Russ missed like several wide open reads for touchdowns. He's also he's very small in stature, which I forget, and he can barely like see over the line of scrimmage. So he also rolls every single play. Seems like. There were hella delay of games. The home crowd was counting down the clock for him so he wouldn't catch delay of games, bro. It was bad, horrible. It was like 9-6 going into the fourth quarter. And the Broncos defense was clamping. So they had ample amount of opportunities. Russ just shitty. Like he looked, I don't want to say he doesn't have it anymore, but he looked like a guy who's over the hill. And I'm so glad that we did not for Russ and they paid his ass as well. Good guy, great guy. I was at the family and friends open practice. Got to meet Lil Future. Lil Future looked just like his daddy. It's insane. But yeah, seemed like a good dude, great dad. He ain't got. I don't know. I don't know if he has it anymore, bro. He might be on the back end of what he used to be.
Yikes! Do we play Broncos this year? We played them last year, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I said that earlier, AJ. The ball, the tight end drop was a dime from Kirk,
Irv Smith,
wide open, and he got rocked in the pocket. Slay waited off his replacement. Yeah, before he got injured. Yeah, he's a dog, bro. We got a lot of dogs in this team. I'm excited for the future. If we stay healthy, we can make some noise. If we stay healthy, and if Hurts continues to play at a high level, we're gonna see though.
MVP season from Hurts, man. I'm calling it right now. As long
you
as
might want to put some bread. Y'all might want to. I know we do bets on Thursdays. I'm gonna be back. I know I let y'all down last Thursday. I was out of pocket. But I'm gonna be back. I know Cliff has been losing hella bread with his donations and all his parlay.
We were supposed to talk about the fuck it.
But yeah, we're gonna have our bet segment on Thursday. I'm gonna make sure y'all get paid. Don't worry about that.
We're coming back Thursday?
Yeah. Before Thursday night.
So you said we're not.
Because we're off this week, off this Monday because the Eagles played Monday, and I was traveling. I was traveling back, so we're stream every Monday and Thursday at 1 p.m. EST because I said so. You see how Cliff didn't make any decisions just now because I'm the face of the show.
We'll talk offline.
Whatever works for me works for the family.
We'll talk offline.
Last point. What y'all think about Sirianni? I like him.
I fucked with Sirianni last year.
I fucked with him last year too. I think he turned a team around. I think he said some corny shit early on. And we were like, coach speak. Like sometimes like when you're losing, that's the last shit you want to hear. Like, oh, it was my fault. I would be better for my guys. But no, I like Sirianni, man. I think I think if he's holding Gannon and the OC accountable for the meat that we're leaving on the bone and continue to make sure that we're iterating the game plan every week and not just sticking to what they know and what doesn't work, but they're also just making sure that they're pivoting. I think we're solid. I like Sirianni, man. I like his energy on the sideline too. He's not one of those stale ass head coaches. He be jumping around.
He goes to bat for his guys too. Like if like he thinks a penalty was wrong or he feels like Jalen got hit late or something, like he will be on this. He's snapping. Bro, he's not just talking. He's snapping, bro. He is mad as hell. But that's important. You need a coach. You need a coach that you want to play for.
He's for sure getting ejected in the NBA. If he's a coach, he's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Speaking of last point. Speaking of NBA coaches, your man Freaky Glenn Doc Rivers. What the fuck?
Oh, we forgot all about that, bro.
Yeah, you were not hacked,
I don't
big
know
boy.
what's. Yeah. Nah, that was his regular life. He just didn't know that likes are public. He's
Them
crazy.
shit's public. Them shit's public.
I feel like we need to get rid of him. I feel like it's a bigger situation than Colangelo. I feel like the NBA needs to step in, get him out of here, man. There's no place in the league for that kind of nonsense.
Yeah, that he is kinky. You know, but here's the thing. I don't judge. Love is love. Whatever you're into, do it. But just know you're a public platform, dog.
Yeah. So that's ridiculous. The NBA needs to step in.
Yeah, get rid of it. I'm a complete my research, my investigation. I'll make sure Adam Silver sees that because he has to go. That's not a place you can't. This is not the place for a leader of men to be liking things like that. You know, you know what I'm saying? You can't. What do you look like telling your players like, "Hey guys, we'll be out clubbing and make sure you're getting back." Bro, we know what you want. Don't
you lie to us.
How you gonna look James Harden in the face? Tell him don't hang out with little baby, and then you want on that demon time. Come on, bro. It's bad. It's bad. And you know Embiid's seen it for sure.
Absolutely. I'm surprised he ain't tweeting about it.
Oh, speaking of Harden, I thought that was dope. With Slay giving him the game ball, that was fire. Harden loves Philly.
We knew this from
Harden loves Philly.
Even the first trade.
Even if it doesn't work out, I think he's just like, damn. Like it's a better decision. Like leaving KD's like as much as I want KD on every person wants KD on their team. He's annoying to deal with. Like he just seems like he has a very annoying personality. Today, Kyrie tweeted that it's a human rights violation for unvaccinated people to not be worked. Bro, that's not a human rights violation. You have a choice. Human rights violations are genocide. Human rights violations are slavery. These people didn't have a choice. You work for a private company. They want you to do something, you do it. If you don't who? Go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like dramatizing that rhetoric. I couldn't if I'm James Harden, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting the fuck on too. Like these guys are idiots. And then you got Ben setting up his press conference with JJ Redick to talk about whatever fuck happened. You made the right decision, bro.
Yeah, he's gone. And he just genuinely loves it here. So
Tariq said, y'all the best team in the NFC right now. I'll be damned if we don't split the season series with y'all. Y'all definitely gonna win the division though.
Giants fan, Tariq?
Giants.
You think we split? Tariq, if you think we're splitting the season series with y'all, you're fucking insane.
I got 100 on it. Y'all getting packed the fuck up. I got 100 on it.
Y'all suck. Y'all should not be 2 and y'all should be 0-2 right now. Y'all are fucking ass.
So I fuck with Saquon. Saquon's back for sure. I fuck with Saquon. Saquon's back. He's healthy. I drafted him. I have a great football mind. I knew he was gonna be back this season. But that's it. I don't see a lot of like Kenny Galladay is still stealing bread. Like, does he even play football?
Yeah, but they will not give him snaps. Well, I don't know what's going on with that.
That shit crazy. They do have a solid defense, though. I'll give the Giants that. They have a solid defense.
Whatever.
But yeah, Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? It's Daniel Jones. You know what are we doing? But yeah, that's it, man. Would you take James Crowder? Or yeah, I'm saying his name right? Oh, Jay Crowder.
Why did his chat just come through?
I don't know. Maybe there was a issue with YouTube and software, but it's falling in now.
But what was you saying?
Yeah, 700K for 2 snaps is wild. But would you want Jay Crowder, or do you think we're kind of?
Oh, you're talking about the Sixers? I don't care. Yeah, Jay Crowder, cool.
Fair enough. Another dog. He's another player I hate playing against. I'd root for him if he was in Philly.
Yeah, like whatever. I don't really give a shit about the Sixers right now. I will say this: if Harden, a lot of Harden shots last year, he was just missing. If he hits those same shots, I do think we're the best team in the league. I'll say that. If Harden just makes his shots, because like last season, he was still. If you look at it, he was shooting the same shots. He was doing everything the same. He was just missing. So if he gets back to Harden and making the same shots, we're the best team in the league, and it's not close.
He's not fat anymore either. He's skinny fat now. So like, if he's back to skinny fat, James, might get spooky.
I'll say that, but right now I don't know what they're gonna. I'm just gonna have the same, I guess.
Yeah, I apologize. Too much Sixers. My bad. That's on me.
Yeah.
Let's keep the vibes high, positive energy flowing.
It's whatever.
Go Birds
right now.
Fly Eagles fly. But yeah, we got the Commanders and Carson.
Gotta smack them up. Actually, I'm gonna see how much. I'm gonna see how much them tickets are for DC. But I heard that stadium sucks. So.
Oh, it's horrendous. But the tickets are typically cheap. They don't fill out the stadium.
They're the Commanders. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I mean Carson is second in the league in passing yards.
Yeah. Well, what is he in interceptions?
uh,
I guarantee you top 10.
Yes, he is number 6. But that's like the true like Carson Wentz experience. You know what I'm saying? You gonna look. What's the sometimes sour, sometimes sweet. It was the fucking candy. Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, he's just trash. D May going to the Thursday night. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna be on the 50-yard line. I'm teed up.
Excuse me?
I told you I'm going. The Eagles, when the Eagles come to Houston on November 3rd, Thursday night football, I'm there. I got tickets months ago. As soon as they release, why are you acting brand new on the stream? I told you.
Why didn't I get any? I couldn't get a ticket. No.
I bought mine and my wife's.
Jazz doesn't want to go.
She does. She die hard. She wears her Sproles jersey every Sunday.
She has to watch Linux. She can't go. Don't worry. I'll look for flight prices.
We got babysit. Yo, look it up. We lit. I think Jason gonna come. I'm gonna ask Jason to come too. I asked AJ, but AJ said
you and Jason go half of my ticket, and I'll get the flight, and we're good. We're good. That ticket is insane. 50-yard line.
50-yard line. It's the Texans though, bro. It's not. It wasn't big bread. They suck.
So what was the bread?
We'll discuss that offline. We'll discuss that later. PJ said how parlay the Hurts TD and the Wentz interception in the first two games both hit.
Of course,
because that's a sicko parlay. Houston? I love that. Oh yeah, we got link. I'll be at the game. I'm tailgating. I'm starting early, 2:30. I'm out there drunk as shit.
Must be nice.
I mean, proper planning, bro. You know what it is.
Wow.
We're looking to tickets for Cliff. Actually, we can crowdsource it. Everybody gives $1.
Yeah, actually, going to start a GoFundMe for me to go to the.
Everybody give the game. Cliff $1.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Cool. Yeah, plenty. But yeah, man, that's it for today's stream. Anything that we missed, chat, let us know. We'll have a special guest for you on Thursday. Yeah,
I don't know these things.
You do actually. He just DM'd me just while I was on the live. I'm gonna let you know.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
cool.
It's a regular. One of our funniest regulars. You already know who it is.
Yeah. Know exactly who it is. All right, cool.
You know exactly who it is. But yeah, he'll be here Thursday. But yeah, appreciate y'all fucking with us. And this show will be up tonight. We'll see y'all Thursday for some live bets and make some bread with our special guests.
Yes, sir.